Hey guys, and welcome back to another Kaspa video. I hope you're doing great. Before we dive into Kaspa, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And I personally think that 20 cents Kaspa is coming sooner than you all think, and I will show you why I think that is the case. But first, let's check the general market of the crypto space, because that is of course leading the way. So we have still we do have a fear and greed index, and we're still in the greed zone, about 70 points. So there's nothing wrong with that, but the markets are still a little bit overheated. Um, but we had some really nice corrections over the last couple of days, and that uh, uh, that gave us great DCA opportunities, of course. Sorry for my English there, guys. So check out Kaspa. I think we are currently sitting in top 25 or something. Yes, we are sitting in top 25. Just this is pretty strange. Yeah. So Cosmos is around 9.995 and 9.51. So we are just below Cosmos. We are just above Near Protocol. And I'm expecting when we're going to hit 20 cents that we're going to flip into possibly Litecoin even, or at least Immutable X. So we are in the front door of the top 20, and that is looking great in my opinion. So if we're going to take a look at the chart, so the first thing that I want to show you is the 4-hour chart of Kaspa, because Friday I expected with a 70% probability that we would break this falling wedge pattern to the upside, and as you can see, we actually did. So on the 4-hour chart, Kaspa is literally breaking out to the upside, so that is really great. It's really bullish. You see the RSI was cooled off totally, and then we broke out into the to the upside outside of the falling wedge pattern. So that is really bullish, and I personally expect that we're going to retest this area, the all-time high resistance level for now, and I think we're going to flip it. Of course, maybe not the first time when we're going to retest it, but because we were only like 3 candles on the 4-hour chart, tested this level around 18.6 cents. So it is possible that we're going to see a retest for like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, and eventually we will break it to the upside. And I think the next target is 20 cents, and I truly believe that 20 cents will come way earlier than most of us think. If Bitcoin can hold its ground, and the markets are bullish and green, I think we're going to visit 20 cents. So for now, this is looking bullish on the 4-hourly. Of course, we can have a pullback. Not every candle will be green. So it is possible that we're going to revisit this area around 16.7 cents before we go further up. It's also even possible that we're going to revisit this area, so this white upper trend line. It is possible that we're going to retest this even on lower levels before we go up. But the bullish case is that we broke this falling wedge pattern to the upside. So that is really bullish. So if we take a look at the daily, it's looking like this. So you basically can draw a falling wedge pattern as well over here. I draw it on the 4-hour chart, but you can see it's lining up perfectly on the daily as well. And you can clearly see that we broke above the falling wedge trend line. So that is looking great. Basically, it's the same pattern as we had here. So we had a falling wedge pattern here as well. It took way longer, but eventually we broke out of the pattern. So I want to show you something else at the bit tensor tau chart. So for example, over here we are still on the daily. This was basically a falling wedge pattern as well, and we broke out of it. We had another small falling wedge pattern as well, and we broke out as well, and now we are still in the same falling wedge pattern. So I wanted to show you this, so even if you have a small falling wedge pattern, you can still have a big pump after it. That is what I want to show you. And basically I believe that is happening right now in Kaspa, and I believe we're going to see a pump like this to 20 cents, and that would be really awesome in my opinion. So that is what I'm seeing on the charts, and that is what I believe in that will probably happen with a 70% probability. But the prediction from last Friday was in the end a correct one, because we broke out the falling wedge pattern. Of course, to be honest, we need Bitcoin to stay in the green, or at least we need to see a stable Bitcoin. So if we take a look at Bitcoin, we had some, not yesterday, but the day before, we had some rough, relatively rough red days. So we dropped from, of course it's relatively small, but for Bitcoin it's significant. We dropped 3%, and the altcoins were bleeding as well because of that. So if we take a look at the total market cap of the altcoins, then you see basically, if you zoom out, we are still stable, but we had some red days with wicks to the downside, and it was all but up pretty good. So that insinuate a bullish sentiment in the market, in my opinion. But in the end, it was we saw some bleeding for Kaspa and other altcoins, of course. But things are looking good, and I believe the upside, the first big resistance, is around 940 billion market cap for the altcoins combined, and it's lining up with the RSI as well. So I would expect to see a rejection over there, but in my opinion, that would be around when Kaspa can hit 20 cents. So it's all lining up perfectly. Personally, I think Bitcoin have a little bit more upside. I think 58k is the big resistance level that we are looking for. So it is possible that we're going to visit, but I also believe we can reach the market cap of all the altcoins combined around 940 billion, and Kaspa around 20 cents without Bitcoin pumping to 58k. I mean, if Bitcoin is trading sideways and it's green, the altcoins can pump also. So we don't need 58k for 20 cents Kaspa, is my opinion personally. So yeah, I think again things are looking good. It's looking bullish. If you don't have a bag of Kaspa, damn, why not buy something, I would say. But remember, most of the times DCAing in is the best opportunity and the best strategy, because you never know what's going to happen. We saw a big pump, but we can also see a big dump. It's still crypto. Everything is possible. But with Kaspa, you never know. We could get a T1 listing in the next couple of weeks or months, and the price will skyrocket. Yeah, and your bag is gone, in the sense of you don't have an opportunity to buy at this prices probably ever again, or we need to see a really like a black swan event. But that is just gambling, you know. So most of the times the best strategy is to just DCA into a project, and I think Kaspa is still a great price to buy because it's the best proof of work out there. So it would be crazy to not have this in your portfolio, in my opinion. Okay, guys, I wish you all a really great day. I hope you're doing great. I hope this video gave you some value. If it did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And we talk soon. Crypto T out.